Asrat are ready?
They are.
We will be presenting a poem written by Dr. Fermita Munir. Translation: We are servants of Messiah, the one who is the Imam of the time, the one who denies him. He is the slave of the time. He is the one God speaks with, and angels talk to him too. He is the Imam of the time. We are his servants. Allah showed the path, and we accepted it. Whatever we had, we sacrificed. One saw the light from God, who did not accept it. How would one prove himself to go to Jannah? There are still some people who do not accept him, who do not realize his status. Allah's messenger showed us the right path. They neglected the laws. The boats are burned, but all the losses and profits are equal to them. They do not believe the ultimate command of Allah. The time will erase them. They do not know that. May God show the right path to the spiritually blinded. मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम है इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम है इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं खुदा ने दर्द दिखा दिया वहीं पे सर झुका दिया जो ज़्यादा राह पास था वो सब यहाँ लुटा दिया खुदा के नूर देख कर झुका दिया जिसने सर बनाए किस तरह वो जन्नतों में घर मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम हैं इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं यहाँ कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो उसको मानते नहीं जो उसकी कदर व मंजिलत कदर जो जानते नहीं रसूल ने बताए थे जो दीन हक के रास्ते बुलो दिया है उन्होंने सब सुर सारे ज़ाबते मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम हैं इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं है कश्तियाँ जली है बादबान सब बराब इनके वास्ते है सूद और ज़यान सब सारी हुक्म को भी जो आज मानते नहीं बताएगा जहाँ इन्हें आज जानते नहीं कि हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम हैं इमाम वक्त है हुई उसी के हम गुलाम हैं खुदा ये इनको अक्ल दे ये कैसे अंधे लोग हैं ये जानते नहीं इन्हें लगे ये कैसे रोग हैं चिराग इनके हाथ पे रखें तो फिर तो और क्या हवा के रुख ले चले पर जान तो और क्या मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम हैं इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं मसीह के हम गुलाम हैं जो वक्त का इमाम है जो उसको मानता नहीं वो वक्त का गुलाम है खुदा है जिससे बोलता फरिश्ते हम कलाम हैं इमाम वक्त है वही उसी के हम गुलाम हैं
Mashallah, Jazakallah. Now we will have the children presentation and I request Sayyida Jiwaria Nasir to come for the presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Javeria, and today I will tell you about the prophecy of plague. It is important to tell that before this prophecy, the promised Messiah alayhi salam had announced the prophecy of solar and lunar eclipse. This was a harmless prophecy and happened high in skies. No powerful king could change it. But when disbelievers rejected such strong sign, then Allah went to a revelation of plague as punishment in February 1898. It stated, Allah does not bring about a change in the condition of people until they bring about a change in their own lives. Allah also promised, I will save those who live within the four walls of your home. Punjab got most affected by plague, and doctors assured the people again and again plague had been controlled, but the promised Messiah alayhi salam declared it would not end until God let it. It continued for a full 9 years, and 218,799 people died. This all happened because people didn't accept Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani alayhi salam as the promised Messiah. Jazakallah.
Very well done. Yeah, this presentation will be on exhibition for people to read further details later on too.
She wants to show to the Lajna.
Okay, yes, you can take this over to the Lajna side.
We'll take it back.
Okay, Yusuf, please come up for your presentation.
In the meantime, if you want to ask.
No, it's okay. It's fine. We can do it.
Yusuf, stand right here. Yeah, just briefly, you're going to briefly tell them what it is that you are presenting.
No, no, no problem.
Assalamualaikum to all. My name is Yusuf Amin, and today you'll be hearing much more about the infamous prayer duel between these two so-called promised messiahs.
Read it.
Yes, very please. Supposedly about him, Dr. John Alexander Dowie. It was once an American who proclaimed that God has with him the spirit and power Elijah sent him. And then, as any other missionary, he did set forth to spread Christianity here. But until then, he also stated that he did also stated that he did also stated that he did intend to wipe out the religion of Islam. He did make insulting remarks about the Prophet of Islam, and hurled invective at Hazrat Ahmad. When Hazrat Ahmad came to know of this, he challenged him to an infamous prayer duel. The best way to determine whether Dowie's God is true or ours is that Mr. Dowie should stop making prophecies of the destruction of all Muslims. Instead, he should keep me alone in his mind and pray that if one of us is fabricating a lie, he should die before the other. If Dowie, as observed by Hajru, if Dowie won the weight in the challenge, should be sure that a great catastrophe will befall on Zion. when Dawi was told this challenge, he did both did. Can you even imagine me entering these gnats and flies? If I were to put my foot on them, and I could crush them to death. Yes. Eventually, he was punished for his arrogance and was chastised according to the prophecy of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him. His wife and son turned against him and did not attend his funeral service. So he could no longer, for the rest of his life, he could no longer speak because of a stroke of paralysis on December 19, 1905, while giving out a speech. His father deserted him after finding out that he had embezzled over $2,500,000. That he did lead a lustful life, and he was, believe it or not, an alcoholic. His newly built city of Zion, which is actually 70 kilometers north of Chicago, was torn by internal dissension. In the first week of March 1907, Dawi had died of utter grief, misery, and helplessness. The world news soon took interest in the prayer duel. Yes. Over 30 of the U.S. newspapers did publish the news story. One of them, the Boston Herald, the issue of June 23rd of 1907, observed Dawi died with his friends away from him, and his fortune dwindled. He suffered from paralysis and insanity. He died a miserable death, with Zion City torn and frayed by internal dissension. Mirza comes forward frankly and states that he has won this infamous challenge. Ameen.
Well done.
Okay, now the presentation of the Tahir Academy.
I told him to read it, don't
The
read
next is the PowerPoint presentation to reflect on the teaching of Hazrat Masih Maud Islam and Sayyid Fadl Ahmad Saab.
Okay, while they are connecting, this is a PowerPoint presentation which was sent from the headquarters, the secretary, national secretary, and he has asked that every Jamaat conduct it. The idea behind it is that we need to reflect on the teachings of Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam. The idea behind this presentation, which is sent from the headquarters, is to reflect upon the teachings of Promised Messiah. His traits and characters are discussed here, a few of them. So just I'll read. There will be a few things which will be over the projector, and I will Salam. This is going there also. Okay, Jazakallah. So we will be talking, the thing which is mentioned is how we should behave as, for example, having our responsibilities like a good human being, relationship with our fellow beings, the kith and kin, and all one incidences of each has been mentioned here. So please keep in mind that we need to change ourselves if we want to fulfill the requirement of being an Ahmadi. That only Jamaat which is not waiting for a promised Messiah to come. We are the only people, by the grace of Allah Ta'ala, that has accepted the Messiah of the time as was foretold in the Holy Quran and the Hadith of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allahu Akbar. There are 4 of them. Say it. Okay, by the time they are doing it, let us do some nara. it rejuvenates the spirit. And the sequence goes on like this. Narae Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Narae Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Narae Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Islam Ahmadiyat. Zindabad. Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa. Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa. Narae Takbir. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad ki Jai. Jai means long live. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, the winning. Narae Takbir. See, I have to think also, because that is out of the blue which I am saying.
Ghulam Ahmad ki Jai. That's the proper.
Oh, Mubashir Sahib said Ghulam Ahmad ki Jai. That is the proper way. So we will say Ghulam Ahmad ki Jai. Jazakallah. Chodo. Rehne do, chodo. Okay, try to read it, but it's not necessary. I will try to cover now a little bit more of them. Okay. Quran on the rights of others. As mentioned when I was starting, that we have to ponder upon what has been established by Masih Maud Islam and what makes us different or should make us different. The verse from chapter 16, verse 91 says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Verily, Allah enjoins justice and the doing of goods to others, and giving like kindred, and forbids indecency, and manifest evil, and wrongful transgressions. He admonished you that you may take heed. The latter days. This is from Bukhari. A companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam relates, and this is the hadith which is already mentioned when he had the hand on the shoulder of Hazrat Salman Farsi, a companion of Rasulullah, and said that when the faith will ascend in the heavens, it will come back and somebody from his progeny will bring it. Now, this is the gist of what we are going to listen. We who have joined, the promised Messiah alayhi salam placed a heavy responsibility on us by joining us to the days of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the likes of his companion. A strong message. We are the Akhareen, it is mentioned by the Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who will resemble the people, the companions of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have to think, are we in any way close to resembling the companions of the Holy Prophet? The prophets have gone. Masih Maud Islam has departed from this world. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam have. Now the companions and the followers of those companions, or the progeny of those companions, are we on the track? This is an incidence of kith and kin. And here Muslim Maud radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu relates that he was once in a house which was newly built and playing around when he was a child. And opposite to that house where they were playing around, there was a house of Mirza Nizamuddin. So childishly, he just said that is a cousin, and Mirza Nizamuddin was a cousin of promised Messiah Islam. So for Muslim Maud, he happens to be an uncle. But childishly, he remarked, Muslim Maud, the second caliph, look, this is the house of Nizamuddin. This is the house of Nizamuddin, and he pointed out childishly. And Masih Maud Islam stopped and said that he is your uncle. The way it was said was childish, But because Mirza Nizamuddin was an arch enemy of Ahmadiyyat and never accepted at the time when it happened. So, to the question, are we doing things to the kith and kin of us, ourselves? The well-being of his enemies. And this is another